time is 22 minutes past 11. Now we all know that, and if you don't know, you're going to know now, that the 7th of January is celebrated in the Eastern world as Christmas Day, the 7th of January. And for all those who don't know, it's not January in the Eastern world. Because what we know is that even in Ethiopia, it's 7 years. We love to say in front. We don't want to talk about behind. Ethiopia is 7 years in front of this calendar year that them call the Gregorian calendar, which was set up by Pope Gregory. In other words, in Ethiopia at this moment, it's not 1994. It is in the 80s. In the 80s. So we always say, no, you say, when Donya so done 2,000 years and everything a catastrophe, Ethiopia still not reached that yet. We have some brethren here where everyone call Bobo. Most ones know, say, the community of the Bobo is out Bull Bay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 brethren. Alright, we're going to go down the line and we're going to talk to the brethren them. And if it take from now till 2, we're going to talk to the brethren them about everything what them want to talk about. We're going to give them the opportunity to say what them want to say. And we don't want to call and I try dispute nothing. Because we're not here now to come dispute. This is not me attack now. We don't want to dispute business. If you don't like what the man them say, just listen or go to your bed. You understand? And if you don't agree with it, call me next week and talk about it. But we don't want no crisscross talking. You understand? Alright. The brethren, the first brethren. Just name wise.
Honorable Priest Dele.
Priest Dele.
I am the Honorable Priest Virgo.
Priest Courtney.
Prophet Lamont.
Honorable Priest Earl.
Honorable Priest Khan.
Honorable Prophet John.
Honorable Priest Neil.
Honorable Priest Chris.
Honorable Priest Ellis.
Honorable Priest Shimran.
Alright, you would like it though. Take off the mic off of the stand and whosoever talk, just hold it. See? Yeah. Alright. The brethren them, you know, we really forward the brethren them here, right, to deal with the Ethiopian Christmas. But true we know say it's not Jamaican people see the item on the road. Especially young people now. A whole heap of young people might see the item on the road and I say, wait, what kind of Rasta them there? You know, them Rasta they look different and all them things they see. Them never really get no full understanding, like how I and I did get the understanding about the item. So apart from just a talk about Ethiopian Christmas now, we really want to talk about the item as an entity in the Jamaican society then. And Prince Emmanuel, who we know, say the item uphold. See? So we don't want the item hold back nothing. Because we love say that. No hold back nothing like, see, just free talk. Anything where the item believe in them heart. Just talk it and just free up. See? Alright. So the first thing we're going to ask the item now. Whosoever want to talk, whosoever want to answer. Yeah. I want to just explain as not only as Rastafari. Yeah, not only as Rastafari, but the item is called over the years, Bobo. And more time my youth ask where them get the name BOBO SHANTY from? Because all a man come with Bobo. Just like how them say Dread, and we don't even know if a man why you call him Bobo. See? Just like I wonder why you call him Dread neither. And a whole heap of one see the item, do show them locks. And most of the item dressed in gown and is the only robe and is the only community of Rasta in Jamaica. See? So we want the item just expound upon the whole thing. And we just give the item chance to just talk.
Well, first of all, I am the Honorable Priest Virgo, you know? Well, I present the Ethiopian Africa Black International Congress Church of Salvation, Our really founder leader, God and King Flesh, the Black Christ, Holy King Emmanuel, Well, our Congress stand for freedom, redemption, international repatriation, to land every man and every woman at their own final tree, China to China, Indians to India, Europeans to Europe, our Kenyans back to Jamaica, and I will record in Jamaica, go back to Ethiopia, Africa, because that's where all black people belong to. We are coming to the Western world as slaves, Well, this Congress really originated from 54B Spanish Town Road, at 10 miles Bull Bay, So this is what our Congress really stand for, repatriation back to Ethiopia, Africa, because I know that Jamaicans, a lot of us leave Africa and come in the Western Hemisphere as slave, Some of us were in America, they bring some of us to America, some in England, some in Jamaica, some in small islands, So regardless we are reconnecting these places, we are not of these nationalities. We are not Americans, we are not English, we are not Jamaicans, we are Ethiopians. So anywhere man see a black man, a black woman, we are like Ethiopians, So our leader, King Emmanuel, is advocating for the black world of people to take us back to Ethiopia, Africa, Because, we are not Jamaicans, The real Jamaicans are our Kenyan. And if one thing is like we are telling you can look on the money, you can say, at the Jamaica coat of arms, you can see it's 2 Indian. So they are the Jamaicans. I know black people, we are not Jamaicans, we are Ethiopian, come here against our will as slave, We are coming in chain and shackles against our will, We are being brutalized, victimized and cheated out of our culture and out of our resource, out of our technology, And the people who bring us here as slave, they could never enlighten us, They have to fool us to rule us. If they enlighten us, they could never rule us, So we have to give thanks to our leader, Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edward, who leave his throne 11,000 feet above sea level, to come in the bottomless pit in Jamaica, the Western world, to really gather us as children, to take us back to Africa, because the white world would never really regroup us, because if they regroup us, we're going to come back to original strength. So all they have to do is try to divide us, to rule us, because to really destroy our people, you have to divide them, So that is what the white world is going to do to us. So as I said before, so we give thanks to our Father, the Black Christ in flesh, and of King Emmanuel, who come to really save us and to redeem us, because the politician could never reunite the black world. You'd have to be a man of God, because the man of God who was leading black people in the beginning, Father Moses. So even this time continually, and the black man leader, or the black people leader must be God, the Christ in flesh, because only God can lead the black world of people, So that's why our Father is here to really redeem us back to Ethiopia, Africa,
Irie, all right. I want the item understand. Seeing say I man know about the item. See? So if I ask them a question and it sound funny, it's because I want the people them to ivar where the item come from. See? So don't take it like a funny way.
No problem.
See? I ever ask them some question, but it can look away. But it's the people them I want and they understand where I'm going. All right. As I say, I want to see the item on the road. Right? Most BOBO sell broom, and one knows the way boy right now. True, I want to work out of Babylon there. I want to surface himself within the own congregation still. Yeah. The item main industry, because I say, as I say now, I will if I want don't see the item work into the mainstream. But the item must see that surface themselves, even look so healthy and strong and everything. So if the item could have give the people them at Jamaica around, how the item surface themselves within the community of BOBO in a Bull Bay, that's the item could have still there over these years without even have to go to go work for men and people.
Well, but if this question now, even this now is the works of the Almighty God, Because, I mean, when I sell broom, it's not that we really want to sell broom, but we make ourselves lowly, because Christ come among the poor and they have not, So, the master, we couldn't serve 2 masters at the same time. So, we couldn't rule for Babylon and rule for God at the same time, because we wouldn't have no time for God. Because Christ did show Peter, so we'll have to give up the world and follow him, So even I this time we have to give up the world and follow Christ. So when I sell broom, it's to prove how faithful we are. Because a lot of us are professionals, We have our business and we give it up, and we come from many walks of life. We could have lived independently, but to really follow Christ, you have to prove how faithful we are. So that's why we really sell broom, to prove our faith, Make ourselves lowly. Because Christ said, who suffer with him below shall reign with him on high. So make ourselves lowly as Christ. Because Christ come in the manger among the have not, so we have to make ourselves very poor also, All
right. Prince Emmanuel. Chant about Prince Emmanuel to the people.
Well, Honorable King Emmanuel is a black Christ who come to save his people, as I said before, because, it's only Emmanuel could really come and do that, because Emmanuel is God in 3 persons, He come as King of Kings and Lord of Lords, you know, come as the prophet. You know, the prophet is under Marcus Garvey, is the greatest prophet that ever come from the womb of a woman. You know, he come to give us a vision, you know, to let black people know, I mean, what we were in the beginning, you know. And he come as under Haile Selassie, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, you know. So he come to really govern the people, you know. So if you never hear to govern the people who would have gone astray, you know. Well, Emmanuel come as the same Selassie as the same Marcus Garvey in the structure of Christ, of Melchizedek, because God in 3 persons, you know, 1 in 3 and 3 in 1. So when you say under King Emmanuel, you say Selassie, you say under Marcus Garvey, you know. So Selassie resigned his throne at the moment, so no one doesn't see Selassie on the throne at this moment. Under Marcus Garvey resigned his prophetic duty at the moment, but he's still here as Christ, as Melchizedek, as Selassie. So when you say Emmanuel, you say Selassie, you say Marcus Garvey, because God come in 3 persons, the Holy Trinity, you know, 1 in 3 and 3 in 1, you know. So
the item say now say Marcus Garvey, Haile Selassie and Prince Emmanuel seal up the Trinity where everyone talk about.
Exactly.
Right.
Prophet, priest, and king.
Yeah. All right. Some of the item vibes in terms of how the item live. You know, like they tie the wrapping at the head. Most Rasta don't wrap them head in a Jamaica. And every time one see one wrap them head, them say yes, you're Bobo there.
Yeah.
That is one of the distinct what you call features of a Bobo. Why the item don't like show them locks?
Well,
and why the item cover it?
Well, our Roma turban is a principle, is a traditional principle. You see, every nation have their own tradition, have their own liberty. So I know black people have our own liberty also.
They come in as slavery, and never pay come down here. Or even visa or passport.
Even hawks for
you know, you see it, a man just pack you up and carry down here. So through United Nations have Declaration of Human Rights, where them say everyone have a right to a nationality. You know, all human beings are born free. That's why the man call upon them now to fulfill what them put on paper as a right. Because if you take a people from out of where them did birth and bring them in a strange land, you'd have a duty to know, you know, the white world and all the white heads of government and even the black heads them to support them. You know, they have a responsibility, you know, to open the door towards repatriation. Because a man calling upon the Jamaica government from them time, they even for open dialogue with the heads of government them in Africa upon a government-to-government basis. And make them know, say, the people down here are not Jamaican, because black people could never be Jamaican for return home, you know. So from them time, the man don't cease towards that work of repatriation. Believe at this moment now, the man even a call for a pioneer move even in the land. That means, say, while we know, say, our cry is still international repatriation, a free traveling for every black man. Find it born black, you have a right for return. But the man still a calling now for those who even could afford to go in at the land even right now, before that full freedom come, as a pioneer move, you know, for strengthen back the continent, you know, to show back a unity with the people and strengthen back a foundation of repatriation for others to come in. So I even find surgeon even in Ghana at this moment, and even in Ethiopia, in Nigeria. You know, I agitate, you know, for show forth I like them now. You know, that means we are willing to do something for ourselves also.
How much of the item you go to Ghana the other day?
Well, at this present moment, you have different brethren, they go at different times.
No, the last time, yeah. Because I meet up some brethren,
yes.
But it's just a come from Ghana.
Well, it was about 4 or 5 brethren.
So what was the purpose of that trip? What was the purpose of the trip?
Well, the purpose of that trip now is to even get the church established. You know?
In Ghana?
Yes, and not only Ghana, but through, even in all state of Africa, we should really have a black church. You know? But right now, no, through Ghana accept us. You know?
Yeah.
We are trying to get the church established in Ghana, that the people could be even more open towards black people down here and even towards the Black Christ salvation. You know? So that.
All right. I don't cut that. Why is it that 12 tribes, see, make the effort for go Africa and them make some headway, because it's enough youth in our earth here right now we call themselves 12 tribes because of the 12 tribe organization. If you go to Europe, you are white people, I'd say them are 12 tribes.
Sure.
All right. and the Congress, right, make move towards Ethiopia, makes move towards Africa. Why is it that we can't say no, even near communication between the hosts them who are make them move there? Is it because I want feel say boy right now film organization are depend on a program and him can't but deal with the next organization? Or is it because